Welcome back to Culture Byte for your Friday Byte. I'm Kevin, your friendly neighborhood news junkie here to catch you up on everything gaming and entertainment before the weekend hits. You've got Indiana Jones cracking that whip again, Val maybe reviving VR, and Sony already teasing the PlayStation 6 because apparently 5 wasn't enough. On the entertainment side, Margot Robbie and Bradley Cooper are planning an heist, Andrew Garfield saying hell no to the Avengers, and 2027 is shaping up to be the year of yellow. Minecraft and The Simpsons both hit theaters the same month, so grab your snacks, mash that like button, and let's bite into it. Bethesda just decided to toss Indiana Jones and the Great Circle a birthday present, a free anniversary update that drops a new game plus mode. That means you can replay the whole thing with all your gear, upgrades, and medicine bottles from your first run. You know, because Indy apparently hoards health items like he's prepping for the apocalypse. Beat again, and you even unlock a brand new post-credit ending, which hopefully answers the age-old questions. Does Indy finally retire, or does he keep punching Nazis until the death of the universe? Machine Games didn't stop there. They added a Cairo outfit, which basically says, hey, it's hot out here. Maybe ditch the leather jacket, old man. It's practical, it's stylish, and it'll probably still get ruined by sand. They've also added support for 9 voice languages and 14 subtitle options. So now you can listen to Indy in French while reading the subtitles in Japanese if you really want to confuse your brain. And like any good patch, they squash a bunch of bugs, stuff like enemies getting stuck in infinite loop, stumble loops, cameras clipping through arms, and items that think they're ghosts. Basically, Indy's adventure are now 5% less cursed than they were before. Progress. All jokes aside, it's a solid freebie for anyone who loved the first run. It's giving you a reason to recrack that whip, flex your max out skills, and maybe die a few fewer times this time around. If Machine Games keeps up this level of post-launch love, maybe Indy's next expedition won't be to fix his own bugs, but to remind everyone why single-player adventures still slap. So get this, after years of rumors, Valve might actually be dropping a standalone VR headset by the end of 2025. Word from Chinese supply chain whispers via XR Research Institute says mass production has kicked off and we could see 400,000 or 600,000 units per year. Imagine Valve walking back into the hardware ring and nobody noticed until boom, surprise headset. And this isn't just another Valve is thinking about it tease. The rumored device for now, Deckard, though Steam Frame might be the final name, is expected to run untethered, no PC needed, but still stream VR from your rig wirelessly. Throw in a new Roy controllers, and yeah, it's got that hybrid Quest meets Steam Deck energy. Now, fun twist, the production figures, they're citing put this more in line with an Apple Vision Pro than a cheap VR for everyone gadget. So either Valve is betting on high-end buyers, or they've got stage plans for cheaper models later. Also, past history tells us that Valve loves to surprise us, slipping a reveal window, changing names, holding back until specs are absolutely overkill. If Deckard or Steam Frame or whatever they call it actually lands in Q4 2025, we might have a serious VR hardware shakeup on our hands. For PC VR fans, this could be the shot in the arm the platform's been begging for. And for the rest of us, well, get your cart ready. Sony and AMD just aired a teaser trailer nobody asked for, a peek into what might power the next PlayStation console. The project, currently called Project Athamas, introduces a trio of fancy sounding buzzwords: neural arrays, Radiance Cores, and universal compression. I don't even know what any of that is. All meant to make the PS6 faster, smarter, and less likely to melt under ray tracing. In normal person terms, we're talking AI-assisted rendering that actually thinks ahead, lightning tech that could finally make reflections look like mirrors instead of wet plastic, and compression so efficient it squeezes your data harder than Sony squeezes your wallet every generation. Most of this exists all as slides and engineering talk for now, but it's pretty clear this is PS6 territory. Mark Cerny himself hinted that current lightning and rendering approaches have reached their limit, which sounds like code for, yeah, we're working on new toys. AMD backed that up by saying these features will hit multiple platforms eventually, so even Xbox might end up borrowing some of Sony's homework. Together, this tech cocktail could let future PlayStation push higher res visuals and better efficiency, shorter load times, and maybe even fewer jet engine fan noises. But don't start clearing shelf space just yet. No one's dropping a release date. Analysts are betting on 2027, but with Sony timelines, that could mean anything. From in 2 years to after we release Bloodborne again. Until then, enjoy the PS5 Pro, rumors, and get ready for the inevitable wallet pain when this next beast finally arrives. Hold on to your casino chips. There's an Ocean prequel in the works, and Bradley Cooper is in talks to star opposite Margot Robbie. The script is reportedly leaning into a 1960s aesthetic, lightly exploring the events before Danny Ocean's epic 2001 heist. Robbie's been attached for a while, but this new casting switch or addition feels like the project just got bumped into a higher gear. Lee Isaac Chung of Twisters is now in talks to direct, replacing Jay Roach, who was previously linked to the project. The production's still in early days, nothing signed, nothing locked, so all we have right now are names, vibes, and a lot of speculation. If Cooper signs on, it's a smart play. He brings charisma, crowd pull, and enough swagger to stand next to Robbie without getting overshadowed by her. But the bigger intrigue is what this prequel will actually be. Will it show how the Ocean crime family built itself, or lean into the glam, stakes, and style over substance? Whatever the angle, one thing's clear: this isn't just another franchise checkbox. With talented folks circling, the chance to reset Ocean's universe rather than just retread it is real. And if they pull it off, well, I'm gladly buy a ticket to Rob Zombie's version of Casino Royale. Heads up, your 2027 just got weirder. Warner Brothers officially greenlit Minecraft 2, while Disney/Fox locked the Simpsons movie 2 for July 2027. So brace yourselves for one of the most surreal double features in pop culture history. Blocky builders, meaning Springfield's finest, in the same theatrical season. For Minecraft 2, the sequel is being pitched as more ambitious than the first. Bigger scope, higher stakes, and maybe even lore that leans less parodic and more cinematic. Meanwhile, The Simpsons Movie 2 is leaning into the franchise's legacy with satirical commentary poking at social media culture and generational chaos with the trademark Springfield bite. What's wild is how these two franchises operate as mirror reflections, one built as modular creativity and endless player worlds, and the other rooted in beloved characters and decades of pop culture satire. Throw both into theaters in the same summer, and you've got a fascinating box office experiment. Will nostalgia for yellow skins beat the type for Minecraft's next chapter? Either way, July 2027 is shaping up to be the pick your shade of yellow. Whether you're there for blocks or donuts, just know both movies are banking on fan loyalty and legacy to carry them on. Okay, here's your headline. Andrew Garfield flat out shut down rumors that he'll swing back into the MCU in Avengers Doomsday. In a new video of GQ, he answered the question with, and I quote, unequivocally no. This isn't the first time people have asked. He popped back into the Spider-Man universe in No Way Home, so fans have been dying to see whether he'll ride that multiverse wave all the way to Doomsday. But Garfield says nope, not this time. He even suggested that any return would have to be very weird, very offbeat, surprising, basically cinematic equivalent of if you see it, it's a glitch in the Matrix. Meanwhile, Avengers Doomsday is stacking its cast: Robert Downey Jr., Thor, Black Panther, lots of X-Men names, and more. So the question now, will Garfield's absence leave a hole? Probably. MCU loves its Spider-Man, but Marvel seems confident it's plenty full even without him. And that's going to do it for this week's Friday Byte. From fedoras and VR headsets to console wars and cinematic chaos, we're living in a time where everything is either getting remade, re-released, or rebooted. And honestly, I'm kind of here for it. And if you enjoyed hanging out and want to help KultureByte grow, please make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment on your favorite story of the week, and subscribe for more breakdowns, trailers, and rants about things that probably don't matter, but still make us yell yes every Friday. Thanks for watching. I'm Kevin. This is KultureByte, and I'll see you next week for another bite of madness. Stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to save before that boss fight. See ya.